Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today let's talk about 10 personal development skills that will help you build confidence and also help you shine in every areas of your life. So let's just dive into the video and continue with our beautiful topic for today.
And it goes a little something like
I'll give you love you want all summer and after fall I'll keep.
Today we are diving into something super empowering. It's super empowering because it will help you boost confidence and help you also shine, like I said before, in every area of your life, like in your career, your relationship, and your personal growth in life. We all understand that growth is a journey, is a continuous process. No one has arrived yet. Let's just dive into the video and talk about what we have. Then the first one on the list I want to talk about is self-awareness. Self-awareness is so good. Let's just start from this foundation. So what is self-awareness? Self-awareness is the ability for you to understand yourself. You understand your own thoughts, you understand your emotion, you understand your thoughts, and you understand what? Your weaknesses. So when you understand this area of your life, this aspect that I just mentioned, you will be a better manager of yourself. You'll be able to manage your emotion. You'll be able to make conscious choices instead of reacting impulsively. When you understand yourself, you will be in charge of yourself. Let me use that word. Yes. So it is good, and to be able to do this, to understand yourself, you want to keep a journal that you will reflect on daily, to write your thoughts, whether negative or positive. And at the end of the day, you will separate the positive thoughts from the negative thoughts. And you want to improve on the positive thoughts and reflect daily on your thoughts, be it negative or positive. And you want to ask yourself this question: why did I feel that way today? Why did I react? If there was any reaction, why did I react that way? What triggered that emotion that I had today? What triggered my reaction? So self-awareness is the first step, anybody can engage in. Say that leadership starts from you. We must learn how to be able to manage ourselves before we can manage other people. So we must learn how to put ourselves in control, to be in control of our thoughts, of our emotion, to be able to manage others. Everyone is a leader. So long as you are growing, you are maturing, you are a leader, there is something you have experiences that you want to pass to the next generation, be it your children, be it your family members, be it even whether in the church, be it in a place of work. You might be a teacher. You want to be able to manage people. Managing people is not an easy task. So, but it's very good if we are be able to manage ourselves first. We better know how to serve others, to help them manage themselves. That is talking about self-awareness. Then number 2 is effective communication. What is effective communication? Communication is more than talking. It's about clarity, active listening, and emotional intelligence. What do I mean? Are you able to clearly state your thoughts? To clearly talk in a way that people will understand you at various levels. Maybe when you are talking to a child, and we know that everybody has different personality, but irrespective of all that, are you able to speak in clear terms that people will understand you? Are you able to engage in active listening? You are talking to some people, instead of them to be actively listening, they are thinking of the answers they are going to give. If you are that person, you are not an active listener. You will listen actively to understand what our opponent or what the person or the next person is saying. We want to listen to understand. And listening It's not only by ear. You listen with your, with your eyes. You want to listen, you listen to the other person reading their emotion. For effective communication, you want to maintain eye contact. Because if you are communicating, you are not maintaining eye contact, people don't tend to trust you. They think you are nervous. You are not confident about what you are saying. Another time when we are communicating, when you hide your hands, the people think you are not confident. They think you are nervous. That's why you are hiding your hand. And there's a way we communicate. When I was reading this, it was an amazement to me, and I said I must put it out there. It was a surprise, because I thought communication we just were talking and listening. It's more than that. There are ways to communicate, and sometimes when we want our opponent or the person we are communicating with to understand deeply, we want to slow down in our speech, the way we communicate, and we don't want to be too fast, because when you are too fast, the people will not understand what you are saying. And again, when you are too fast, you become nervous too. So you want to be able to maintain a stable, emotion. You want to be able to communicate intelligently, paying attention to your emotions when you are communicating. If you are listening, to show the other person that you are involved, you understand what he or she is telling you. You want to that you understand it. You want to repeat what they said to you. So there are ways in effective communication, and we want to learn that. People love to feel heard. So that's why you want to repeat what you have heard to the person talking to you, to make them understand that, I feel you, I understand you. And when you truly listen, you connect on a deeper level, and that will help to build relationship. And also, we don't want to underestimate body language. We can't communicate without body language. If you are speaking a very important point and your body language is weak, people don't tend to take you serious. So as you are communicating, your body language matters. We want to pay attention to that. And also, because the research has been carried out that over 70% of our communication is non-verbal. So we want to pay attention to body language. Body language is non-verbal communication. And to this point, I would say there are two ways of communicating, verbal and non-verbal. So we want to pay attention so that we'll be able to communicate effectively our points. People will understand us better. We should be able to communicate clearly. We'll be able to engage in active listening, and also, an emotional intelligence. So that's that for effective communication. The number 3 on the line, we are talking about confidence building. Many people struggle. We all struggle about confidence at one point in our life or the other. It's about self-belief. I remember when I was still, growing up, when I was still young, secondary school and all of that, when I'm asked to come and make a speech, because I didn't have self-confidence. I don't want to go. You can see me fidgety or shaking. And those people, you believe in me, my teachers believe in me that, Edna, you can do it, go out there. But it wasn't that easy until later on I had to start building self-confidence. I knew I had something in me that I want to bring out, and I will not be able to bring it out without self-confidence. So I had to build confidence. What am I talking about? Everybody has experience. We have all learned one way or the other. There is something in you, the gift in you want to pass out. So you want to build self-confidence. You want to have confidence so that you'll be able to talk confidently. And when we are able to talk confidently, that is when people believe that, yes, we know what we are talking about. So we've got to own who we are. Confidence isn't about being loud or arrogancy. It's about self-belief, believing in yourself, that you are able to do it. You want to build self-confidence. How do you build self-confidence? You want to start by setting small goals and achieving them. When you set a goal and you are able to see it through, you have won. And that helps you to build self-confidence. And that will add a bricks to what? To our foundation, to your foundation. And we want to also remember that the way we talk to ourselves matters. When you continue to speak in I can't, you will not be able to build confidence. You want to believe in yourself. After all, we can all learn. Anything that you feel that is difficult for you, you can learn it. You want to replace I can't with I am learning. Number 4 on the list, we want to talk about emotional intelligence. This is very important. It is good for every one of us. Like I said, no one is above mistake. No one is above errors. No one is there yet. We are all still learning. Some of us, we still behave in a way that we didn't want to, but it just happened due to one thing or the other. Even the aged, some of them still do things and say, okay, like my mom sometimes, she will talk to me, then later on she will say, okay, don't mind me, I'm old now, So that's to say everybody, we are all still learning. Even me talking now, I'm still learning. So what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is about recognizing our emotions and those of others and responding thoughtfully. Understanding your own emotions and those of others and responding thoughtfully. What do I mean? Being able to build empathy and sympathize with others. That maybe people are reacting the way they are reacting because of whatever they might be going through. We want to think of what is it that is triggering the other person. I want to recognize the emotions, the feelings of others. We want to, take it as a matter of importance so that we'll be able to help them out. That's why we must pay attention to our own emotions too, that we talk about the first time. So we have to, know what triggers you. And after you have that self-awareness, you are aware that these are the things that trigger my emotion, and I start to behave the way I don't want to behave. You want to stay away from that. Or when it's getting to that point, you want to tell the person, can we please discuss this in a better time? I'm not comfortable discussing this now. Or you will be able to understand your partner, the other person that is suffering emotionally, to help them and say, oh, maybe this is not a better time. Let's do this some other time. That is what it means to say responding thoughtfully. Putting into consideration the emotions of others so that we can help ourselves. So that is it for emotional intelligence. We want to talk about this positive attitude. This is very important. This helps us in our daily activities, because if you have a negative attitude, you are not going to do well each day. So every day you want to pay attention to yourself. Look into yourself and say, what attitude am I having today? If it's anything negative, you want to work on yourself to change it. Those things that make you happy. So every day we must have a positive attitude, so that we'll be able to attain or to achieve our goals. Having a negative attitude will not help us go far. We will not, if at all we are able to start what we want to do, we will not be able to accomplish much at the end of the day. A positive attitude helps us to overcome challenges. It helps us to see opportunity and stay resilient. If we have a negative attitude, we will not be able to see that that opportunity that is coming our way, because we'll be overwhelmed with emotions, negative emotion, and will not be able to stay resilient. But if we have a positive attitude, we'll be able to overcome challenges. We'll be able to tell ourselves, I will be able to do this thing and I will do it. I will be able to follow through. Be able to maintain our emotions, our positive emotions. How do you have positive attitude? We want to start by what? Gratitude. Start your day with gratitude. Like some people will say, write 3 things. Others will say 10 things that you are grateful for daily. It will help you to maintain a positive attitude. You want to say those things loud. For example, I'm grateful for the gift of life. Father, thank you. That is why it's not good that you wake up in the morning and just rush off. No, you want to take a moment to sit down and think of 3 or 10 things that you are grateful for. Father, I thank you for the gift of life. I thank you that I'm healthy. Thank you, Lord, I have a roof over my head. Thank you, I have a bathroom. I have water to take shower. Thank Thank you, I have food to eat. Thank you, my family is healed and healthy. Thank you for your word that is helping us stay happy. Thank you for my neighbors. Thank you for the sun. Thank you, I have everything. I'm sane. I'm not insane. I'm not in the psychiatric. I can comprehend. I can think. I have clothes to put on. I can, I can have water. I can have anything I want to have for today. I can drive. I am healed and healthy. I am not in the hospital. I'm not headbound. So many things to thank God for. So you want to start to have a positive attitude. You want to start your day with thanksgiving, and this reward literally rewinds your brain to focus on the good, because a sad person is not thankful. There's a saying that says if you are thankful, you will be thankful, and it's only with joy, like the Bible says, admonishing us, that with joy can we draw water out of the well of salvation. What does that mean? It's only when we are joyful that we'll be able to attract, to get our blessings from God. So you want to maintain joyfulness. How do you do that? With what? Having a what? Positive attitude. That no matter the circumstances around you, you want to maintain positive attitude, because you know what you are gaining from, maintaining that posture or what? That attitude. So it is very good to have a positive attitude. This will make us win throughout the day, whatever we want to do. No matter what the challenges that come, we are able to maintain our emotion because we have positive attitude. So that is that for positive attitude. Next on the line, we are talking about adaptability. What is adaptability? Like the world we are in today, so much change is going on around the globe, and we have to embrace this change, and this world generally is changing. Things are changing, and we want to strive. So if you are that person that want to strive in the current world that we are in, you want to learn to adapt. Whether it's a career shift or a life twist, being flexible is very powerful. What is it to be being flexible? That anything that comes, you want to learn. Imagine computer now, for example. Like in my days, we didn't go to school with computer. In my days, we didn't so many things we didn't do in my days that people are doing today. For example, I now say, I didn't do that in my day. I'm looking for a job. I say, okay, and it's all about computer. They use computer. And I will say, I didn't learn computer. I didn't use it to go to school. And I will just be there and be looking for a job that didn't, require computer. That means I'm not flexible. Be flexible and move with the trends. Things change. We don't want to remain outdated. We want to embrace the constant changes that are coming our way. We want to make ourselves available for things that are trending. Like I mentioned computer now. Talking about bringing your business online. So many things are moving online now, businesses. So you don't want to be outdated and continue to maintain a store when you can have stores online. And so there are many digital businesses that are going on now. We want to embrace the changes. Things have now evolved. It's now like an online world. We are in a digital world. But we want to embrace changes. We want to, be available, do the things you need to do. Do you want to go for a training? Like I said, whether it's a career shift or a life twist, you want to be flexible, that whatever comes, you are able to face the challenges. If you need to learn, if you need to develop more, improve on yourself based on what is in vogue. So when things don't go as planned, you want to take a deep breath, and ask yourself, how do I go from here? What do I do? That is what adaptability is all about. When things change, when there is a twist, ask yourself, what is the solution? What is the next thing? What do I do? Let me use a lady as an example. A lady that is going through divorce. It's not the end of the world. Are you going through separation? Or are you a man too? It's not the end of the world. You want to ask yourself, what do I do now? That is why you cannot do life without God. You want to go and pray. It's not a time to dive into another relationship or to go into another marriage. You want to ask yourself that question. You want to be able to adapt to any situation that you find yourself. You want to be able to adapt to anything that comes your way. Like the other day I was reading, a man was teaching. He was saying so many people these days are just pursuing pleasure. All they know is all about pleasure. It is good for parents to adapt this. If all your children know is all about pleasure, you have not prepared them for life. He said, but things happen, things change. Many people do not prepare for uncertainty. And he went as far as giving an example like if you are driving and you get to an area there is no signal. Do you know how to navigate your way out of where you are? For example, somebody is choking beside you. Do you know what to do? For example, like the war just happened now, just began. I was telling my children the time Ukraine war started. I say for those that are resilient, that have built strength, that have prepared for a certainty, that are flexible, that will be able to, those are the ones that will be able to adapt to that situation. Imagine there is no lights. Imagine there is no even gas to cook and what have you. Can you cook? Do you know what to do? Do you know how to improvise? Do you even know how to cook with firewood? It's an example. Do you know what to do? How to, freshen yourself when you can no longer shower in your house? Do you know how to do CPR? So there are basic things that we need to learn in order to prepare that will help us to adapt in any situation that we find ourselves. This is a very important point. Life is not all about pleasure. Fine, we all pray for, good and for blessings and all of that. But anything can happen. So we want to be able to prepare. Like those I was talking about Ukraine then, we were watching them on TV, how many of them had to trek long distance to the camp where they were going. There was no vehicle, all of that. But those that were strong, that could walk distance, that were strong, that they were the ones that were able to walk distance to get to their destination. And many will fall on the wayside. So we have to prepare to be able to adapt to any situation that comes our way. So number 7 on the list, we are talking about goal setting and self-motivation. Having goals gives your life direction. We don't want to do life without setting a goal. What is goal? What do you want? Where are you going in life? What's your vision? You must have vision for mission. That thing you want to do. You must have seen it before you start it. That's what you want to achieve. You must have seen it before you engage in that project. It's a project and it's a mission and there is a vision. Having goal is having a clear vision of where you are going. And having this, you want to what? Be self-motivated. If you are not self-motivated in the what? Actualizing of your goal, you are not going to get there at all. Motivation is the fuel. If you don't stay motivated, if you are not self-motivated, you will not be able to overcome challenges that will come on your way your way to your goal. There will be challenges after you have seen the vision, after you know your mission, talking about purpose, you have know what you want to do. You want to self-motivate, be self-motivated. Others may not what motivates you because they don't understand. You know what you saw. You know your goals. You know what you want to achieve. And of course, everyone's perspective differs. Self-motivation is a fuel that will help you to realize and to actualize your dream. Where is it you want to go? Don't do life without having a goal. In fact, don't even do any year without having a goal. What do you want to grow? You don't want to remain where you were last year. You want to set a goal for yourself for this year. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? Even though you have achieved, you are where you want to be. There are other things that there is to still conquer. You know, we are nowhere yet. If the aged, like our fathers in faith, for example, they still read the Bible, they still study books, they are still writing books, and some of them will still go out there and preach 4 services in a day, or that's 3 services, or that's 2 services. What about you? You have not arrived yet. There are still mountains to conquer, valleys to be filled. So you want to break that goal into every month. It can be monthly, weekly, daily. Of course, you must have a daily routine if you want to go far in life. So you want to break those dreams, those visions of yours into small words, achievable steps. So that every action will bring you closer to your goal. And that progress keeps you motivated. When you break your goals into steps, achievable steps, not big steps. If you don't break it down, it will look like a mountain, unsurmountable mountain to you. But when you break it down, okay, this month I will do this, next month I will do that, this week let me do this, next week let me do this, every day I want to do this. And you will get closer to your goal. And if you are that person that you have set a goal for yourself and you are self-motivated, you want to pay attention to the things that you do daily. A go-getter will not waste time and be doing things that will not push him closer to his goal. Things that will not help him actualize his goal. You will not waste your time doing that. For example, if you are a go-getter, you are a student, you want to maybe end that year or your session, you want to graduate with a distinction. You will not be wasting your time on watching TV, chatting on the phone with your friends, or watching whatever, clips on your phones. You want to pay attention to your book. You want to set a goal. How many hours you want to read daily? What books am I going to read? And if you want to, pass very well with distinction, you want to carry out your own personal research. You will not rely on what you are taught only in the class. And even you want to be available in class, not just being available. You want to be taking notes. And when you go out for your own research, you want to combine the two. And you want to compare the two. And then you want to read, study, not just reading, studying again and again until you understand and you are able to write on your own. Ask yourself question, and you are able to write on that topic, able to get my distinction. So you want to pay attention that things that will help you, push you towards achieving your goal, and not things that will push you out. All those uncoordinated activities, you want to put them far from you. And also, it's very good to write those goals where you can see them every day. That's why they tell people we advise vision board. I'm in support of it. Have a vision board each year and write down the things you want to achieve. And trust me, that does wonders too. So another point we want to look at is time management. Jesus talked about who is that person that wants to build a house, he will not sit down to first think he will be able to have enough to be able to finish that house. What do I mean? The same number of time is given to every one of us, 24 hours of the day. But the difference between the achievers and the losers is what they do with their time. While others are spending their time to do valuable things, others are wasting away their time. See, being in your bed at 9, 10 o'clock and you have what to do daily is not the best. Time is the most valuable asset given to all man. And many of us don't understand that we are going to give accounts to who gave it to us. So we have to be able to manage our time. Because managing our time will boost our what? It will boost our productivity and what? Reduce stress. If you have not been able to manage your time, you will just be what? Like you are going round and round in a circle. You will not be organized. You want to be organized. You want to use tools like calendar, to-do lists. That is why we have them on our phone, and I use it too. Or time blocking. You want to set time. If, for example, like I'm making this video now, I've told myself between this hour and that hour, I want to make the video. And I must do it. Being disciplined to stay put with it. And you want to, as you are doing that, you want to prioritize what truly matters. You want to waste time to things that doesn't matter, that will not what? Push you in achieving your goals. And if I say I want to read, I want to be able to manage my time and say, okay, from this hour to this hour, after I do this, make my video, create my content, I want to study this book. Another time, okay, at this time I want to do this. So we must prioritize what truly matters, what will serve our goals. You have to give time to yourself too in time management. Take care of yourself. Manage your time. You don't want to be working from morning till night. Doing 16 hours of job every day is not the best. Have time for yourself. Have a me time that you will reflect on how far you have gone. Don't live every day without time management. After I refresh myself, I just switch on the TV and it keeps playing and just playing from one to the other. One finish, another one set it. I will be a time waster. So it's good for us to pray, Father, help me to manage my time well. That person that is achieving, that is a go-getter, is a good time manager. If you are a good time manager, you will be in charge of your life. You will not waste your life. Wasting your time is wasting life. So we want to pay attention to how we live our life by managing our time. If we don't manage our time well, we will not be able to be what? Productive. And we'll be stressful. Because we are living our life anyhow. Some of us look busy, but we are not actually doing something productive. But if you are able to write down your goals at a particular set time, you'll be able to be productive and you'll be stressless. And of course, you will have time for rest too. That is it for time management. The next on the points is social skills. Whether we are an extrovert, like the world we are in now, be it an extrovert or introverts, we must learn social skill. We must learn this because it can be learned. God, the way God created us, we are a social being. We want to interact. We want to communicate. We want to network. We want to collaborate. And of course, if you are a career person, you are working in an environment. Some people don't do that. They want to isolate themselves. It's not possible. You will not go far if you live in isolation. Or some people live in an environment, they don't know their neighbors don't know them. And the day they need help, they will not have nobody to call. So we are a social being. We must socialize. We must learn how to build rapport. We must learn how to maintain eye contacts. We want to show genuine interest in people. We want to communicate. You don't have to wait for the other person to communicate with you first before you talk. Small gestures like, remembering someone's name or even following up after a conversation show warmth and respect. Gesture, you see somebody that is down emotionally, showing concern, not just walking past. You see somebody that you put up a smile, let it be genuine, let it come from within. Like the world we are in, so many people can just say, it's not smiling, but it's not coming from the heart. Small gestures, it matters. Remembering somebody's birthday, remembering to ask about somebody's welfare. So we are social beings. Living in isolation is not the best. It will not take you anywhere. You might be an introvert, you might be an extrovert, doesn't matter. We must learn how to socialize. I know we all have our own personality, but irrespective of that, we still have to socialize. What about a parent that is an introvert? Won't you communicate with your children? Won't you communicate? Or if you have siblings, if you are an introvert, you have siblings, you must talk with them. You people must communicate. So you must learn from there, your schools, even your places of work. I've learned a story. Somebody told me a story how they fired a guy because of social skills. He was always by himself. We will not see him talk to anybody. That was the way he grew up. You want to be what? Learn how to communicate. Learn how to maintain eye contact with others. Learn how to show genuine interest. And then talking about social skills, I want to talk about empathy and sympathy. Some people don't even know how to empathize. They don't want to sympathize with others. Things happen to people. You just say, really? That's all? No. You want to show genuine interest. You want to holding somebody's hand when things are, or just patting somebody goes a long way. We can't continue to live in isolation. That is it for social skills. So the other thing we want to talk about, what? Resilience. Resilience. This is last but not the least. There are many personality development skills we have to learn to go far in life. Yes. To build good relationship and to be able to enjoy life. Resilience. Things happen. You can be challenged. If you don't have resilience, you won't go far. Life can throw, people will say, curveballs. But what matters is how you bounce back. Things can happen and somebody can be down today, but you must bounce back. Resilience means turning pain into power. You are going through stuff. You refuse to be down. You refuse to be down. You bring yourself up again. You gather your strength and you come back again. As somebody was describing this topic, he said this point, resilience, he said it's like an athlete that want to take a leap. He goes back first and gather, momentum. Then you see him or she take that leap. He said the farther he goes, the higher he's able to take the leap. But if you go closer, you might not be able to take the same leap if you have gone back. He says so resilient that if life happens and that puts you down, take it. That is what? You are gathering momentum. You are gathering power. And then when you come back again, and you'll be taking that high leap. You turn your failure into what? Feedback. You turn your challenges into what? Comeback. And when life gets hard, remind yourself that these two shall come to pass. Not many people remember that. Anytime they go through things in life, challenges happen, trials and temptation, you just see them fidgeting. One question I always ask, I say, have you never gone through challenges before? They will say yes. And when they tell me that, I say, did you not go through it? They say yes. I say, this one too will pass away. You will go through it and you succeed at the end of the day. So just tell yourself, this too will come to pass. I will not let it break me. I will not throw in the towel. I will rise. Of course, the Bible says, arise, shine, for your light has come. Life is full of ups and downs. Maturity is the ability to take the rough with the smooth. That is what shows that you are matured. You are living life. Life is not all about enjoyment, pleasure all the way. Even Jesus did not promise that. He told us to be a good soldiers of Christ. You look at the children of Israel, and then let's talk about Caleb and Joshua. They had this resilient spirit. You don't give up. They saw the adversaries. the giants in the land. They told themselves, we can, because God has done something for them before. David was another person that made mention of it. He told Goliath, he said what? The God that gave him the bear and the lion will deliver him into his hand. So you must learn how to encourage yourself in the face of what trials, temptation, or challenges of life. Build resilience. Tell yourself this shall come to pass, and it will come to pass. God said, whatsoever we say in his ear will he do unto us. So dear, you have it now. I just mentioned 10 personality development skills to level up in life. We must learn, continue to what? Develop and improve on ourselves. So, but I want to ask you a question. Which one of them resonates with you most? I want you to drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I have my own too, but which one resonates with you? If you found value in this video, don't forget to please like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs a little inspiration today. I just want to inspire you with this topic today. So you want to what? Hit the bell icon so that you can never miss a glow up moment with me. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you. God bless you. Have a most fruitful and blessed day. See you in my next video. Bye. Thank you.